Welcome to today's video. I have some parts for the R32 Skyline, so stick around. So what I have here is a 12-inch long oil line, and so I bought this off from Amazon. And what I have here is I got a dashboard AN fitting. Alright, and here's the part number. It comes in 3. Alright, and here's the main part for this video. It's the Turbosmart OPR T40 oil pressure regulator. And here's the part number. Got some stickers. And here is the bracket that comes with it. And here is the oil pressure regulator. Made in Australia. Awesome. Okay, so it has the inlet, the outlet, and the bottom one that goes to your oil drain. And this part right here, that's where you can either put a oil pressure sensor, or if you have a gauge, you can put it on. And looking for the instruction. All right. And then in this box right here, it's a gauge. So I bought it from Amazon, and all these parts right here I'm gonna list, and you can check it out in the description. I'm not sure how well this gauge is gonna work, but I just need a gauge for the oil pressure regulator. Alright, and for this center piece right here, you're gonna need 1/8 NPT. Alright, so it should just go in there. The reason why that I went with this Turbosmart oil pressure regulator is because my engine is the NA application, and so once I install the turbo, I think the engine is sending too much oil to the turbo, and it's causing white smoke coming out from my exhaust. So as far as between the NA and the turbo RB25, I'm not sure about the oil pressure spec. So with this Turbosmart, the OPR T40, it has a built-in about 40 psi. So with this setup, I shouldn't need a oil restrictor. So I'm gonna remove those restrictor and just install the oil line from the block to the turbo and to the oil drain, and it should be very simple. All right, so hopefully that will solve my white smoke issue. If it does, then good. If it doesn't, then my gut's telling me that it could be the turbo. And so the person that sold it to me supposedly said that, you know, all the turbo seal has been replaced. And so yeah, I'm just going to go word by mouth here. And the last time I installed a turbo, you know, the shaft, it has some minimum play in it, so that's why, you know, I didn't worry so much. So hopefully they will solve this issue here of the white smoke. And a lot of you guys be saying that it could be a blown head gasket, but I mean, you know, it's holding coolant, and you know, I checked all the compression, everything is good. So I'm gonna leave it like that, and you know, just chasing this white smoke step by step, and hopefully with this it should solve everything. So let's go ahead and install this thing. I'm gonna go ahead and put some Teflon tape on it and remove this bolt right here so I can put the gauge on. Alright, and then after that, then I'm going to put these dash 4AN all these fittings onto these port right here. Alright, so I'm going to do that. The next thing is I'm going to install the dash 4AN fitting, and these come with the O-ring already, so I'm assuming it doesn't need Teflon tape. So it's just gonna be make sure it's tight, right? Because these are high pressure, so make sure it's tight. All right. It's a very simple process here, so you can't make mistake. All right, so it should look something like this. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and tighten these fittings up. I have everything hooked up already and ready to be mounted. Don't forget the bracket, and it came with the silk clip. Alright, so you're going to need a special tool to put the clip on. And so let's go to the engine bay and let's find an area to hook it up. I'm thinking about mounting the bracket onto this bolt right here. And so I'm just going to hand tight it for now. It should look something like that. Okay, so if you guys follow the direction on the instruction, on this side right here is coming from the engine. Alright, and then the other side, it will go to the turbo. And so this line right here, I'm gonna have to loose it up, and then take this line, connect to this side. All right, so the other line, which it will connect to the turbo. Before I disconnect the oil line, I'm going to do an oil change and drain all the oil, since I'm gonna disconnect the oil drain line as well, so I don't want to make a big mess underneath there. So I disconnect the oil feeder line, and so the next thing I'm going to do is drain the oil and replace the oil filter. And after that, I'm going to disconnect the oil drain hose. The oil change is done. Now I can get the feeder line and connect to the fitting, and the other line goes to the turbo. All the lines here nice and tight now, and so the only line I have left is the oil drain. I noticed something when I was underneath the car, and I noticed that my oil drain hose, it was kink, and I see some oil residue, and you guys can look at the picture is shown here. So I kind of figure that since the hose is kink and it's not allowing the oil to drain fast enough, so I'm assuming the oil it maybe rise up and cause the white smoke. That's my conclusion, and it could be that. So hopefully it's just my oil drain hose, and so I'm gonna have to do some modification to make it flow freely. That way I don't have that issue. And so that's the only line that I have left, and then after that, and then just put oil in the car and take it for a test drive and see any more white smoke. I just got done modified my oil drain hose. It's not much, and I'm just going to use whatever I have in the garage. This is just temporary setup only. I just want to make sure that the white smoke is fixed. That way I can order some AM fittings. And so the top side is coming from the turbo all the way to the bottom. That goes back to the engine. And this nipple right here is coming from the oil pressure regulator. And yeah, this is not much, so hopefully this will solve my white smoke issue. Like I said, there was some oil residue on the turbo. Hopefully it's not the turbo. So I'm just gonna do step by step and trying to cover my ground and go from there. I'll do what I can. So yeah, let's go ahead and install this. Install the oil drain, and now I'm just double check all my work, and then just add oil. The moment of truth. Finished putting some oil in there, and so I'm gonna crank it up, and hopefully there's no oil leak, and hopefully this gauge is reading 40 psi. All right. Finish everything. There is no sign of oil leak, so that's good. For the gauge at cold start, it was reading at 50 psi, and then I let it idle for probably like a good 10 minutes or so, and then it went to 40 psi. So it's doing its job. So the only thing that needs to do is take it for a test drive, in which I'm not going to do in this video because it's getting dark too. So I don't want anything that happened down the road and during nighttime. And so yeah, I'll probably do it the next day. And so I'm gonna end this video right here. And if you guys watch to the end, thank you very much. And if you guys like this video, do me a favor, hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Alright guys, take care, and I'll see you guys next time.